Everybody, we back with another video, and today, it is finally the day, man. A lot of people been asking for this video. We're gonna be talking about Friedman. We're gonna break him down for y'all today. So let's jump into the stats. All right, we got Friedman's stats pulled up here. Friedman, he is a jack of all trades. He can do a little bit of everything. This man can dunk. This man can pull up mid-range shots, and he is also an excellent three-point shooter. If you're playing Friedman, you got to make sure you know how to switch it up, man. So first stat we're going to be looking at is three-point shot. 60 at base. That is a really good three-point shot for someone that is meant to be good at everything. Mid-range shot at 64. That is a really good mid-range shot. He is up there with people like Julian, somewhere around his area. He is a way better mid-range shooter than Susan. He's a way better mid-range shooter than Maggie. You name the shooting guard, and he is better than them at mid-range, with the exception of maybe Hoy. Close shot at 28. He's not really good at those close shots. He's not really good at those layups either, which is quite strange to me, man, because he has a double pump, and he also has a layup with his tricky post-up. Dunks at 68. This is his highest stat at base, but unfortunately, he doesn't really get much dunks from his cells, so it doesn't really go up as high as y'all think it does. Steals at 37. He's not very good at stealing, and he has a decent dribble stat at 58. His passes, not very good, but he is exceptionally fast with a base speed of 62. Jump at 57. That low jump stat, do not let that deter you from doing dunks and layups and double pumps, because you're going to get some extra jump from your enhanced jump, and we're going to talk about that when we get to the abilities. His rebound, block, and power are all abysmal. You can expect those things on every shooting guard. All right, let's jump into the abilities. All right, so we got Friedman's abilities pulled up here. We're only going to look at the exclusives, man. Once again, we are not going to talk about those staples. So first ability we're going to be looking at is tricky post up. This is the most inconsistent post shooting ability in the entire game. This man should not be missing as many shots as he does with this. But essentially, this lets you shoot the ball a little bit further away from your defender off of a post up. And it also has some block resistance that comes in handy. So let's read the description. You can feint to trick the defender and make a shot. The shooting accuracy will decrease after you do a second feint. Let's watch the preview. Now that preview is super misleading because he actually made those shots. But yeah, man, tricky post up, it's a pretty good ability. It's just not as consistent as it should be. So let's read the upgrades. At level 2, shooting accuracy +2 and disturbance resistance +3, feint speed +10. At level 3, shooting accuracy +3, block resistance +3, and feint speed +10. So that is 2 disturbance resistance. That is 3% disturbance resistance, 5% extra accuracy, 3% block resistance, and +20 to your feint speed. So make sure you're maxing this out for the best possible chance to get that shot on in there. Next ability we're going to be looking at, enhanced jump. Kiang has this as well. It is a really good ability for people who are supposed to be slashing every now and then. So let's read the description. Maximum dunk or layup distance +10 at level 1. At level 2 and level 3, you also get 10 for their respective levels. So that is a total of extra 30 jump. So that 57 that you've seen at base, just look at that as a base of 87 once you max out your enhanced jump. Next ability, we're going to be looking at double pump. This is a small forward staple, but they gave this to a couple of other people as well, including Friedman. So let's read the description. Do a fake to trick the defender and do a layup, but the base accuracy will decrease. At level 2, increase shooting accuracy by 2%, and at level 3, increase shooting accuracy by 3%. That is a total of 5% extra accuracy. Make sure you're maxing out this double pump for the maximum chance for that shot to go in. Best time for you to use this ability right here is if you have eaten the other shooting guard up with dunks, and the big just so happens to be inside the paint, and he's like, you know what? You're not landing that dunk this time, bro. You do your dunk animation, you switch it up into a double pump, then you put your anger face up there. All right, last ability we're going to be looking at is glide and dunk. I think Ben has this as well, Lightning has it, and Havoc G. as well as Friedman. These 4 people are the only 4 I know of with this ability. So description time, a fancy dunk skill can be blocked only when the defender reacts quickly. At level 2, increase success rate of dunk by 2%, and at level 3, increase block resistance by 2%. So make sure y'all maxing this out, man. Get that extra success rate and get that extra block resistance. And I'm also gonna tell y'all why it's important to have glide and dunk on Friedman once we get to the training area. So let's jump into that right now. All right, we in the training area here. We got our man Friedman. So I'm gonna show you the tricky post up. I'm gonna show you the extra distance he gets from that enhanced dunk. I'm gonna show you the double pump. And I'm also going to show you the gliding dunk and tell you why gliding dunk is important to have on Friedman. So first ability we're going to be looking at, we're going to look at the tricky post up. Now, you do not want to be doing this tricky post up if you're wide open, because being wide open does not, in my opinion anyway, increase your chance to make that shot go in. As you can see, I'm pretty consistently making these mid-range shots. I don't have very much to worry about because I'm wide open. But if I do a tricky post up, and I do my tricky post-up shot, oh, that's a layup, sorry. But you can see I just missed that, man. So tricky post-up, he's gonna miss, and he's probably gonna miss the next one too. So this only goes in every now and then. You can't really rely on this to score most of your points. Only use this tricky post-up if you absolutely have to. Keep that in mind, man. Tricky post-up, it has a very low accuracy. And if someone is guarding you, there is no such thing as a slight disturbance with a tricky post-up. It's either normal or severe or wide open. Keep that in mind. Next ability we're going to be looking at, we're going to take a look at this double pump, man. So double pump, very useful ability on Friedman because he has that enhanced jump. He can trick people from an even further distance away, but if they're expecting you to do a double pump anyway, it doesn't even actually matter. All right, next ability we're going to be looking at is the enhanced jump. So normally going to be dunking from maybe this distance away at the maximum. Someone like Havoc G, no matter how much jump gear you put on him, he may be at this distance with all that extra stats on him. But Friedman here, he has an even longer dunk range as well as layups. I don't really know the range, man, but he's dunking from a really good decent distance away. Now, last ability we're going to be looking at is the gliding dunk. Now, and gliding dunk is important on Friedman because if you look at his regular dunk animation, just look at how long that takes, man. Look how slow that animation is. It will take you forever to get that dunk off. It's basically like looking the big in the paint in the eyes and saying, hey, man, I'm finna dunk the ball. Make sure you block this. So you don't want to be doing the regular dunk animation with a big in there. It is very, very slow. You don't want to be doing that because they will send your dunk. Now, gliding dunk is important because look at the difference in the animation speed, right? He's going toward the rim faster. He's not holding the ball up in the air, begging for the center in the paint to block it. He's just getting the dunk right on in there. And on top of that, he gets some block resistance, and the chance for a gliding dunk to go in is much higher than a regular dunk of his anyway. So make sure y'all got this gliding dunk equipped. It is very, very important on Friedman if you plan on dunking the ball at any point in time. All right, so that should just about cover everything. Friedman, he is a jack of all trades. He can do everything. Make sure you're switching up the way that you play according to what the defense is doing on the other team. You'll do really good with Friedman. Make sure you're not afraid to slash. Make sure you're not afraid to post up either, man. And there's also a video I made called Friedman's Secret. Make sure y'all check that video out because it's going to teach you something that you probably didn't know about Friedman. That's it, man. I'll catch y'all on the next video.